Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash, the place where glossy marketing claims, carefully worded brochures, and bold promises get stripped down to what really matters for real-world drivers. If you're new here, this is the channel where we take those spec sheets and photoshoot-ready cars and ask the only question that actually counts. What's this machine really like when you put it to the test? Today, we're diving into a nameplate that's been dormant for years but is making a loud, turbocharged comeback at the 2026 Dodge Neon SRT-4. This is Dodge digging into its past to reawaken a cult classic, and the big question is whether this new version can capture the same raw, rebellious spirit that made the original such a legend in tuner circles. Exterior. At first glance, the 2026 Dodge Neon SRT-4 doesn't try to blend in with the safe, muted compact sedans of today. The front immediately sets the tone with a wide, aggressive grille that dominates the face of the car. The Dodge crosshair design language is gone, but in its place is a sharper, more modern fascia with air intakes that aren't just for show, they're functional, feeding that turbocharged heart under the hood. The LED headlights sweep back in a narrow, almost menacing way, giving the car a scowl that lets you know it isn't here to play nice. Down low, the splitter juts out just enough to hint at track potential without being so low that you'll destroy it on a steep driveway. It's a front end that screams performance, even before you know what's lurking under the hood. Swinging around to the side, the Neon SRT-4 carries proportions that strike a balance between sporty compact and practical daily driver. The roofline isn't coupe-like low, but it's sleek enough to give the car a fast, aerodynamic profile. Strong character lines cut through the doors, giving the side panels some muscle that prevents it from looking too plain. The fender flares are subtly widened, hinting at the performance upgrades underneath without going over the top. The wheels are a standout feature here, 18 or even optional 19-inch alloys wrapped in sticky performance rubber, with Brembo brake calipers peeking through in bright red or yellow depending on trim. Dodge clearly wanted this car to look like a tuner build straight from the factory, and in that respect, they nailed it. Even the side skirts are sculpted in a way that looks like an aftermarket upgrade. The stance is low, planted, and athletic, exactly what fans of the old SRT-4 were hoping to see. Move to the back, and you'll find the kind of boldness that defines Dodge's performance lineup. A large, dual-exit exhaust system sits prominently in the bumper, and it's not some fake diffuser with hidden tips. These are big, functional pipes that promise real noise. The taillights stretch across the rear in a modern LED strip design, giving it a futuristic touch while still keeping that muscular vibe. The trunk features a lip spoiler in standard form, but enthusiasts can opt for a bigger wing that looks straight out of the tuner catalog. It's aggressive, unapologetic, and instantly recognizable. Even the bumper cutouts and venting suggest that Dodge was thinking as much about airflow and cooling as they were about aesthetics. The rear view leaves no doubt. This is not just another commuter sedan with the sporty badgia, it's the real deal. Interior. Step inside the 2026 Dodge Neon SRT-4, and things get even more interesting. Dodge has clearly tried to blend modern tech with the raw, driver-focused vibe of the original SRT. The seats are heavily bolstered performance buckets wrapped in a mix of Alcantara and leather, holding you in place when you push this thing hard through corners. They come in multiple trim colors, from stealth black to bold red stitching that pops against the otherwise dark interior. The steering wheel is flat-bottomed, chunky, and loaded with controls, but not overly cluttered and just enough for performance driving with quick access to paddle shifters. The gauge cluster is fully digital but designed with a performance-oriented layout. The big tech in the middle, speed on the side, and configurable displays for boost pressure, oil temps, and other performance metrics. Dodge knows its audience here, and they delivered the kind of information enthusiasts actually want to see. The center stack features Dodge's latest 2Connect system on a crisp, higher-resolution screen. It's compatible with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course, but also has performance pages built in, letting you track lap times, G-forces, and real-time horsepower output. Below that, physical knobs and buttons for climate control remain. Thankfully, Dodge didn't bury everything in touch menace. The shifter feels substantial, Whether you go for the 6-speed manual that enthusiasts will cheer for, or the optional dual-clutch automatic for quicker shifts, materials are a step up from what you'd expect in a Neon, but not over the top. This is still a sport compact, not a luxury sedan. The back seat is decently spacious for a compact car, but this is very much a driver's car first, practical sedan second. Of course, all of this means nothing without performance to back it up, and Dodge came prepared. Under the hood sits a 2.5-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, tuned to pump out around 330 horsepower and 350 pounds-feet of torque. That's a massive leap from the original SRT-4 and puts it in direct competition with heavy hitters like the Honda Civic Type R, Hyundai Elantra N, and even entry-level versions of the BMW M235i. Power goes to the front wheels in classic SRT-4 fashion, but Dodge has fitted a limited slip differential and advanced traction control to tame torque's deer. Enthusiasts will be happy to hear that the 6-speed manual is tuned for short, crisp throws, while the dual-clutch automatic fires off shifts with lightning speed. 0 to 60 comes in just under 5 seconds, making this one of the quickest compact sedans on the market. The suspension has been engineered to strike a balance between track performance and daily usability. Adaptive dampers let you stiffen things up for spirited driving, then soften them when you're just cruising home. Steering is precise and weighted nicely, giving you confidence in the corners. Dodge has even paid attention to the sound. The exhaust note is raw, throaty, and unapologetically loud when you want it to be, but with valves that keep things tame enough for highway commutes. It feels like a true modern interpretation of what the original SRT-4 stood for: affordability, attitude, and serious performance. When it comes to pricing, Dodge is aiming right at the sweet spot for enthusiasts. The base Neon SRT-4 is expected to start around $34,000, making it competitive with the Civic Type R and Elantra N, but undercutting European options like the Golf R, fully loaded with performance packages, upgraded wheels, and advanced driver assist tech. You're looking at just under $42,000. Considering the horsepower, tech, and heritage, that's a compelling price point for a car that blends daily practicality with genuine performance credentials. Dodge is also offering a variety of customization options, from exterior colors that pop to interior trim upgrades, giving buyers a chance to make their SRT-4 feel personal, as something tuners and enthusiasts will definitely appreciate. So, does the 2026 Dodge Neon SRT-4 live up to its legendary name? In many ways, yes. It's aggressive without being cartoonish, powerful without being unmanageable, and modern without losing the raw, rebellious edge that made the original a fan favorite. It's a car built for enthusiasts, not just for sales volume, and in today's market of crossovers and safe sedans, that alone makes it something special. Dodge could have played it safe, but instead they brought back a compact sedan that's loud, fast, and full of character. That's the kind of car we love to cover here on Car Flash. If you enjoyed this review and want more real-world takes on cars that matter, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below. Would you buy the new SRT-4, or do you think Dodge should have left the Neon name in the past? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review, right here on Car Flash.